Well, hey, everybody. I am so excited to see so many beautiful faces, 93 and counting. This is our Monday night team call, and they have just been so excellent week to week. But when I got to thinking on who did I want to ask, I was thinking about Tricia Regar and her just amazing momentum that she's been in the past few months. And it didn't just come out of nowhere. Like, she has really been intentional about her business, and she will talk to this a little bit, but she had to change some things in order to see the momentum that she has seen the last few months. She is shooting for Emerald this month. Tricia, how close are you?
I really want to wake up tomorrow to 1300. I'm at 11, like 58.
Yeah. So this would be on her re-entry, which is just amazing, which for those of you who might be newer, that means she signed up basically again as herself, and she is rebuilding to Emerald as a diamond already. So we are so excited to hear from her and hear some of her tips. And she's going to share with us a little bit. And then if we have time, we're going to have some question and answer. All right, Tricia, take it away. We're excited.
Thank you very much. Okay, before I get started, can you guys just post, like, comment below and say what rank you are? Because I kind of just want to hear, like, where are you guys all coming from? All right. As you guys are commenting, oh, this is so exciting. You guys, these ranks are the best. Oh, man. I love it. So exciting. This is super, super cool. Okay. All right. Oh, my goodness. Megan's on. Hey, Megan. All right. So this is what I wanted to tell you. And guys, I'm going to start with telling you something that I have not told anybody else. Okay. I wanted to give you my numbers end of the month of exactly how this reentry has gone. So you guys can see exactly how the whole thing has worked out. All right. So I think June 15th was when I actually opened my account, but I went silver in a day on June 24th. Okay. And then the end of June, my month end was 103. Okay. So I started in June, month end. So 1 week, you guys, in 1 week, I went to 103. July, I ended 541. So that was a very big jump. August, I ended 804. Again, a very big jump. September, I ended 1011. So a smaller jump, right? From 804 to 1011. And then October, I hit 1067. So again, an even smaller jump. Okay. And then, like I said, right now I'm at like 1158. I've got a girl on the website right now. I've got lists, you guys, of people that I'm going to be following up with. I've got people adding people, right? But I'm going to explain the big jump and the smaller jumps. But even all that aside, okay, if I hit Emerald this month, which I'm 100% planning to do, because I've already like gone live, I've already told all the people, so now I got to do it, right? Okay. If I do that, right, then I will have gone from 0 to 1500 in 4 months and 1 week. All right. So let that sink in for a second. Now I'm going to tell you guys a story, because points tell a story, right? I think that we think of points in some weird kind of way, but at the end of the day, points just tell a story. Thank you, Megan. Points just tell a story. So that's a story. What I just told you was a story. Now I'm going to tell you guys a different story. All right. So this is Matt's account. So I hit diamond in 2018, and Matt kind of accidentally went to senior ruby. I signed a girl below him that I had no idea was going to just shoot through all the ranks. Okay. As sometimes happens. So anyways, he basically accidentally went emerald. And so then I started working his account. Like, my diamond account was stable, started working Matt's account. Here is the story that I'm going to tell you through Matt's account. And as I am telling you this story, so I'm going to start July 2021, and I'm literally just going to read you my month's end. All right, that's all I'm going to do. I want you guys to comment in the comments what story I am telling, and I want you guys to comment with the emotions that you feel as I am telling you guys these points. You guys ready? This is Matt's Emerald account. January 2021. All right. 1366, 1293, 1301, 1451, 1357, 1258, 1499. Okay. 1335, 1300, 1339, 1272, 1291, 1276, 1307, 1221, 1185, 1244. It just keeps going and going and going. Okay, this was years, you guys. This was years of this. Okay, so that was January 2021. When I showed up to convention, basically, so you're saying you have no idea what those numbers mean. What those numbers mean is Emerald is 1,500. So this is just month after month after month of me consistently showing up, me consistently working and not hitting, not re-ranking month after month after month, and sliding backwards and then moving forwards and then almost hitting, but not, just like month after month after month, right? That wears on you. Okay. You start doubting yourself. You start doubting your leadership. You start, I know, oh my word, I went to bed at 14. I mean, like I went to bed close to midnight and I was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm too tired. I'm too exhausted. Right. Okay. And then I woke up and I realized I'd ended at 1499. So I showed up to convention and I was talking to Emily Roberts. This is like a conversation that will go down in history, right? And she was like, how's Matt's account? How's your account? Right. And I'm like, well, my account's fine. But Matt's account has just been like, it just is a number on you mentally, right? Like to see these numbers year after like month, right? Anyways, and Matt had been saying to me, you've got to try something new. You've got to try something new. Like this just isn't working, right? Matt's theory is it's a mental thing for me, like seeing Matt's name on the leaderboard and seeing Matt, right? Like, I don't know. Anyways, whatever it is, it wasn't working. And if you are stuck, try something new. Okay. So you guys, that I'm going to share with you some lessons that I learned from doing this. Okay. And then I'm going to, and what shifted, what has to shift. Okay. In your business. Number one is, if you see this pattern over and over and over, especially if you're being consistent and especially if you're showing up every single day, because that's something about me, you guys. I started on May 3rd, 2016, and literally bedridden Christmas, I've showed up every single day. All right. So consistency was not the issue, but there was an issue. We can all agree there's an issue, right? Okay. So number one was something had to change. Here are the things that I feel like had to change. Okay. The first thing is don't keep dragging people. Don't keep dragging people. Okay. So I had these girls this whole time. I had these girls and one would hit silver and then I'd be like, you can go senior silver, right? So I'd be like, let's goal set. Like it's the beginning of the month. Let's goal set. Right. And they'd be like, I think I'm going to add like 3 people and I think I'm going to get closer to my goal. And I'm going to, I believe in you. I believe in you. Like I believe in people so big. Right. And then they wouldn't hit their goal. And I'd be like, let's go down a coaching call. So we get on a coaching call, like eyeball to eyeball, like all the people tell you to do. Right. And it just didn't go well. And it would just fall flat. And I would finish the call and I'd be like, I said everything I know to say. I asked all the right questions and it just felt like brick wall. Right. But the girls kept telling me like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Tricia, keep believing me. Like I'm going to do it. Right. I'm going to tell you what I'm doing now. All right. And that is, well, first of all, let me tell you what I would have done even a year ago if Black Friday announced a Black Friday sale, if Plexus announced a Black Friday sale. Okay. I would have gone into my business chat and I would have gone line by line and I would personally message all of them. And I would have been like, oh, this is so exciting. I'm so excited for you. I know you can totally hit your goal. And this is so exciting. And I totally believe in you. And if you just get 3 more people, and if Marissa just reorders, then oh my word, you can hit senior silver. This is your month. And it didn't work. So what I'm doing now, you guys, is I am literally just showing up for the people that are showing up. All right. So when I wake up in the morning, the people that have already messaged me and the people that are blowing up my inbox and, okay, Tricia, I'm in a 3-way chat and I don't know how to answer this person. And I just put up a post and you know, 2 people are writing to me about it, and I'm not like, those are the people that I'm writing to. Okay. Those are the people that I'm spending my time on. And I am very, very cautious spending my time with anyone else. Like if I even sense that like, oh, like I'm believing in them more than they're believing them and all the things, right? I'm not even gonna like necessarily send them a voice message because then I know they're gonna like voice message me back, right? Like I will just write it out. Things like that. And I don't want that to sound like cruel or anything, but I just want you guys to understand that you only have so much time and you only have so much energy, right? Walk with the ones who are walking, run with the ones who are running. It's that simple, okay? And if you don't have those people, then go find those people. Okay. Now, if you're saying like, well, I don't know how to find those people, it always starts with you. It always starts with you. And you've got to take full ownership of how you are showing up and your energy. Okay. So when I was at convention, when I decided that I was going to start this reentry, I started making reels about like what it meant to be a diamond and what it meant to walk on stage and what it had done for our family. And I just kept showing up like, oh my goodness, I'm going to start this business and I'm going to take this business all the way to the top of this company and who's coming with me. Okay. So anyways, but remember, own it. Okay. Okay. The second thing, oh, if they want it, they will go for it. If they want it, they will go for it. Okay. You got to remember that. The second thing is consistency is not enough. Someone said that to me today, and I was like, oh my goodness, because I preach consistency, okay? And I believe it 100%, but I don't think it's enough if you want to create momentum. If you want to get out of this, you guys, right? And you want to get into the 4 months and a week of going to Emerald, which I still have to work on, right? Okay. Then you have to also have something called intensity. Okay. It is everything you do. It is how you show up. It is the energy in your voice. Last week, I made a story talking about how much money you could earn. And this is the voice that I used. How did I do this? I was like, guys, so Matt used to like the amount of money that you could make this month, like that's how much Matt used to make in a month. And, you know, this could just mean so much for people. And this could be tires on your car. And I deleted it. I deleted it because I'm like, I'm attracting the wrong kind of person, right? I want to attract the kind of person that shows up with big energy and is like attracted to that, right? Not the person that's like, and I'm feeling really stuck and I don't know what to do. You have to show up with different posture, okay? And then you will attract people with different posture, all right? So I have intentionally done videos where I am running. Even though I'm not a runner, I've intentionally done videos where I'm doing big action, big movement, a louder voice, bigger motions than I would normally do because everything transfers different on video anyways and through pictures anyways. And you want to show up as the biggest, boldest version of yourself. So consistency is not enough. You also need intensity. All right. Number 3 is obviously pivot. Okay. All right, now I was going to talk to you about my numbers. All right. So my first couple months, I had a strategy, and this was the strategy. Okay. So every single day, I was going to do a reel or a video where I told a little bit of my story, created some curiosity. And then at the end of the month, I was going to do a magic post, which probably all of you know what that is. Okay. If you don't, ask your sponsor. And I was going to bring all the people in. Okay. And it worked month 1, and it worked month 2, and it kind of worked month 3. And then it stopped working. Okay. Because people were like, all right, we've seen this. This is old news. We know Tricia's story now, right? We know you can get energy from your pink drink, right? Okay. So I had to pivot. Here's what you do not have time for. You do not have time for overthinking, and you do not have time for negativity. Okay. You only have time pretty much for 2 things. Okay. And that is creating solutions and thinking of solutions and action. That's it. So if I would put up a video and I would see that it had 0 likes and 0 comments, okay, then I would literally get in the shower or I would walk around my kitchen and I would think to myself, okay, how can I completely create something new right now? Okay. if things feel slow, you have to dial up the energy, because what typically happens is when things feel slow, you're like, well, might as well watch a movie or something, like nothing's happening, right? But I don't like when nothing's happening, because that's scary, right? Like that means the points are going to go backwards. That means that no one's going to reorder, right? Like you got to have action. So if I feel discouraged, my personal challenges is I have to go live. That's my little thing. If I'm like, I'm feeling kind of down, nothing's happening, then you literally pick up your phone and press live. And I'm telling you, the adrenaline will get you into a different mood. All right. That's one thing I do. Another thing I do is I go to my team chat and I'm like, guys, we're doing a party tonight. And they're like, we are? I'm like, oh yes, we are. And everyone's inviting a friend because we're doing this. So that's what you do when things feel slower, right? Okay. And the last thing I wanted to say was you have to listen to people with different energy. Unfortunately, Jessie Lee has died, but she was a huge, huge impact on my life the last year of her life. She died a few months ago. Okay. She was incredible. And she has a podcast. She had a podcast. It's still up. It's The People's Mentor. You can just Google The People's Mentor, Jessie Lee. And if you're able to listen to any of her old episodes, maybe she's on YouTube, you guys, the energy and the belief in network marketing, I think is just absolutely huge. The other person I listen to every single day, Megan knows who I'm about to say, is Daniel G. His name is literally Daniel and then the letter G. Okay. He swears a lot. He swears a lot. Okay. But he is no BS. Like he says it the way it is. And I think that, oh my goodness, Sonya's here too. You guys are so cool. You got to have, this business is so mental, and you have to have that kind of energy in your ears to go out and do the things. So anyways, guys, I hope this has been helpful. I think Tamara said she was going to open it up for questions, but do you guys have questions about what I already shared?
Yeah, we have some questions that were sent in, but Tricia and I talked, and if there's anyone that's here on live that wants to ask something about what she shared or anything, then we'll start there. So you can type it in the chat or unmute. Anyone? Anyone? Don't be shy.
I'll throw one out there. So
All right.
Tricia, thank you for doing this. I love it. I love your energy, and I've seen you do all of these things before, but every single time I have little nuggets extra every time. So thank you. So I know that you're doing a lot with a customer chat. So you're saying you're not doing that as much anymore?
Oh, no. No, I still do the customer chats.
Okay, good. Okay.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Good.
And someone actually had sent in a question about that. I think they said, how long do I run them? Yes. Okay, guys, I run them for 90 days. So every 28th of the month, today actually it's the 27th, but I already started my December one. That means everyone that orders from the 27th or the 28th, every single person level 1 through 3 on my Reentry, well, all of them, because there's pretty much just level 1 through 3s, goes into the December chat. I have both Facebook and Instagram. So I am running a lot of chats. Okay. I am training my girl who's going to be senior gold to start taking over the Facebook one. But that's what, and then I run them for 90 days. And then I say, thank you, everyone. It's been an honor. And then I say, does anyone want to be in the, does anyone want to be in our new one, or do you just want to be done? And then if anyone wants to be in the new December one, then they get funneled into the December one, but otherwise they're done.
So Tricia,
Tamara,
can you talk a little bit about like how you started your customer chats and how you like funnel those, and what have you seen work and not work?
Okay, so when I sign someone, every single level one I sign, I send them a frother. Every single one. I have an Amazon business account. Okay, they are $7.99 and it is free shipping. It is worth every single cent because I get 0 clump complaints. 0. It will save you so much time, literally just answering the messages about my pink drink is clumping. Okay. So what I say is, oh my goodness, thank you so much. This is so exciting. I'm so excited for you. I know you're just going to absolutely love these products. So listen, I'm going to send you a free frother. It's going to show up in your mailbox. And also I'm going to add you to our December challenge group, which is going to have getting started guides, resources, testimonies, basically all your questions answered. And I can't wait to work with you. That's what I say to every single new person. And then I tell my people to say the same thing to their people.
Mm-hmm. I also feel like with you sending them a gift right off the bat, like something that helps them, it almost like breeds some loyalty there, you know, and it also kind of opens up conversation where you can ask them a question like, hey, did you use your frother? Did it work with, and you're like keeping the conversation, the communication open, even though it's such a simple thing. I feel like that's really impactful. I love that. Okay, there's a few in the chat. So someone said, what do you do when your messenger gets quiet? I send the messages in the post, I go live, stories, etc.
You got to drum something up, make more content, go live again, talk to your level ones. I mean, but don't let it get quiet. If it gets quiet, guys, if I don't hit I always wake up in the morning and I have a daily goal. I always have a daily goal. If I don't hit my daily goal 3 days in a row, we got a serious problem. So that's when you plan a party, and if you're sitting there thinking to yourself, well, I don't have someone to plan a party with me. I have found other people from other teams that are like, hey, I would like someone to plan a party with me. I've done stuff with Emeralds from other teams. I've done stuff with the Sapphire from another team. Find somebody that's planning a party, or I've seen them like talking on their, get into action. They're talking on their stories about, hey, I'm doing a party tonight. I messaged them and been like, hey, can I be in your party tonight? Can I invite a couple people? Like, just band with someone else and do it together. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Do you add new VIPs as they join you during the month, or do you wait until the beginning of the next month?
To add them to the chat,
to the chats.
I add them immediately.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so I'm going to go to some of the questions some of my leaders sent to me. And I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this, but do you share more about the products or the business?
Okay, so my answer to this is I start with the products. I start with the products, and the reason is, guys, and I have tried this multiple times, if I start with the business, I get people with low work ethic. I don't know why, but I just do. If I say, hey, this is a great opportunity to work from home, et cetera, right, it just doesn't turn out well. All right, and I've tried working them, it doesn't. If I start with the products, then I get all kinds of different people. And then every single person that comes in, I say, go text one person right now and say, hey, I just started on these gut health products. Do you want to do this with me? Okay. And then I would say a lot of the time they're like, I want to try it first. And I'll be like, well, that's cool. But right now there's a free reset and you get a $50 bonus. And then you guys could both start reset the same day. So if you think about anybody, let me know. All right. Then about 2 days later, they're going to message you back and they're going to be like, well, actually, my husband wants to do it. Well, actually, I was talking to my coworker and she wants to do it. I'm like, great. Here's your link. This is exactly how you would get started. And so I feel like it's together.
I love that. Do you do like a social media plan, or is it kind of like by the seat of your pants every day? Okay. So how do you come up? This is one of the questions. How do you come up with real ideas? Like, is it just random? Like, is there any method to your madness?
Yes, it's called a habit. It's called a habit, which means it's constantly in your brain, because every single day making content is a non-negotiable. Okay. Because if you're working social media, it has to be a non-negotiable because you're being consistent. Right. And so every single day I'm like, I gotta create something. And so my brain just is going all day until I figure something out.
Okay. Do you find that reels are more impactful for you? Going live is more impactful?
The most impactful thing is all of it.
Okay. So just a mix of all of it.
Yes. Yes. The most impactful thing is showing your face. That is the most impactful thing. People that post graphics, no. People that post just still post all the time, no. You guys got to see the energy. They got to feel it, right?
Yeah. So for people who maybe don't have a large following on social media, whether that be Facebook or Instagram, what would be a way that you would either one, say, here's how you start growing your network, and or two, what are the most important things outside of just showing up on social media to grow your business or to get into momentum?
Okay. The number one thing, and you guys are going to think I'm completely nuts, is learn how to talk to people. Okay. And before I did this, I was practicing. I didn't even have my notes. I was just practicing. I was folding laundry and I'm talking to myself. I constantly talk to myself because you want to hear how it sounds. So if it sounds dumb and if it sounds awkward and if it sounds salesy, then you don't say it. So when I'm talking to new people that are thinking about talking to someone else, I say to them, I want you to say it out loud. I was like, okay, you're going to send a text to your mom. Okay. And it's going to say, hey mom, you know, those stupid stomach issues that I've had for years? I finally decided to try these gut health products. And I know you might think this sounds crazy, but I'd really like someone to do it with me. Would you be open to doing it with me? Right? Is that the way you would talk to your mom or not? Say it out loud. Right? That's why I think it's very important because guys, this business is all about talking to people. That's what we do. That's what we do is we talk to people. So literally listen to yourself talk to yourself, right? Your kids are going to think you're crazy, but it actually helps. And the more you do it and the more you get on stories and the more you go live, the less awkward you're going to sound and the more normal it's going to be. All right. That's number one, is learn how to talk to people. Number two is you have to be consistent. Even if 0 people are watching, you have got to be consistent. Okay. And then number 3 is you have to focus on growth. Okay. So you have to focus on your Facebook growth, like your friends' growth. So when I first started, I had 120 friends on Facebook and I set a goal that I had to be over 1,000 in 3 months. So I like raided people's accounts. Like my brother had 5,000 friends on Facebook and we knew like tons of the same people. So I just ran over his account and I was like, oh my word, I know like half these people. So I just started friending people, right? However, you're going to grow, you've got to figure it out. And then you got to grow as a person too, right? But like every single day, send the friend request. Every single day, talk to people on Instagram, right? But just like be constantly growth minded. How can I grow today? How can I meet new people today?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. One way that I add people to my Instagram or Facebook mainly is I'm in several different groups of things that genuinely interest me. Like we're building a house. So I'm in these home groups and I'm actually asking questions that I need the answers to. I'm commenting to help others. I'm telling them how beautiful their home pictures are. Like I am interacting with people. And once I've done that a few times with specific names, then I will friend request them because they've seen me comment. So it's not just this random Tamara girl who's sending them a friend request, but it's someone they've seen me comment. And then I will message them and say something personal to them. And so I think if you're a part of Facebook or Instagram where you guys have similar interests, it becomes an organic way to build relationships. And you know that you have commonality because, you know, whether it's homeschooling or cooking clean or flipping houses or being debt free or dogs or whatever it is, like you have some commonalities and you can build new relationships that way. Now, it may not be like a instant customer, but a lot of this process is the building of the relationship. And so you're going to be living day to day anyway, right? Why not take on a handful of people that you're building that connection with? Because it could turn into a new customer, a new runner, and so on. And that's something that I have consistently done through my years in Plexus, sometimes more than others, but it's been consistent for me and how I've added to my network.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we have just a couple more minutes. Does anyone else have a question, or I'm going to ask one more? Okay, Tricia, real quick.
Question.
Oh, okay, go for it.
Looking to get some tips on retention and how you're kind of keeping people around and keeping track of all your people.
Okay, this is how I do it. All right, I'll show you. This is a notebook I got from Amazon. It was probably a couple dollars. And I have, it says November. I have all their names and I have all their Instagram handles. That's literally it. All right. And then on this page, I have all the people that I'm talking to. And then once they order, I give them a star. Okay. That's it. That's all I have. And then my customer chats, I know I just keep saying it, but that's literally, it is number one, the game changer. It is why people are still ordering. because every single day, all right, I'm going to give you guys an example. So I've got in my November chat right now, I have multiple people just got their reset. So maybe like 4 people are starting the reset today, and then a bunch more are going to be starting next Monday, right? But it wasn't even like a planned thing because everyone's already in there. And one of the girls was like, hey, I'm starting a reset on Monday. You realize all these people do not know each other from Adam. They're all complete strangers. So Diana says, I think I'm going to start my reset on Monday. And then Jennifer says, oh, you know what? I think I'm going to start on Monday too. And then someone else is like, you know what? I think I should do it too. But this is the thing, okay? This is how complete strangers become friends because they're all doing something together. So like the one person is like, oh my goodness, Restore is not very good. Maybe I should microwave it. And then the other girl's like, yeah, actually it's pretty decent microwave. And then someone's like, well, I don't know how to do the bone broth and make it taste good. And someone's like, just try putting it in a cute mug. And the other person's like, that's so fun. These are all total strangers. But that's why they're sticking around because it is a community. They are part of something. And then next Monday, all those people are going to start and they've already watched all these people, right? And they don't want to leave. They don't want to leave. I think that we get so scared that these people aren't going to want to be in it, but they actually want to be in it. They want community. So I don't know. That's my answer.
I love that. And I think too, like you said, you're building community and you're building culture. It's not just Sue over here, Jenny over here, Lisa over here doing their own reset or doing their own triplex. They're in it together and they're giving each other tips and tricks, and everything is more fun with other people, especially when other people are engaged. There's energy, they're giving encouragement. And also it's brilliant from your standpoint because you have them all kind of together, which is a time saver, and you're answering questions together. You're sending out product information together. Like,
right.
I absolutely love that. So here's a quick question for you about these. Number one, do you have like something like specific material that you send, like organized, or is it just like, here's a triplex video, here's something I'm thinking about today? Or do you have like a routine or a system with that? And then also totally doable with like 3 or 4 people too, right? Or would
Absolutely.
you go in like saying, like, let's say some of my jewels on here, Lisa, Megan, and Catherine, they go, you know what, we're going to start a customer chat with our team. And so we have more interaction as a whole. So those are the 2 questions.
All right. What was the first question?
Do you have like a system in
the system? Okay. Okay. Monday through Thursday, it is very fly by the seat of my pants. It is a lot of like, hey, this is what magnesium does on Monday. And then Tuesday, it's like, watch this video, right? But everything is like under a minute because people are very busy. Lots of full-time working people, realtors, teachers, etc. Every single Friday, I do a longer video with a giveaway of a product. And every single Saturday and Sunday, I do a pink selfie giveaway with a $25 gift card. But Monday through Thursday is just a little bit of whatever I want. And then the other thing is, I think the bigger the better, to be honest. My Facebook chat is a lot smaller and it is kind of quiet and I don't love it. My Instagram ones are huge. Like my November one has like 88 people or something, and it's very fun. And you would think that people would leave it, but like no one's leaving it. Like I'm shocked. But I think it's like the loneliness of 2020. And people are like, oh my word, this is funny. And people send GIFs and I don't know.
I love it. And I think too, just having like even the consistency of having a product giveaway and a selfie Saturday, like it gives people something to look forward to. And they're like, oh, well, I didn't win it this Saturday, but I know she's going to do it again. Like, I think there's just something routine about that provides like fun and comfort and just commonality. So good. So good. Someone asked, do you encourage them to post their selfie or just drop it in the chat? I would imagine that you're like saying, okay, it's selfie Saturday. Let's all post it.
Yeah, I don't tell them to post it. I did that once. It was okay. But I didn't actually get any joins from it. So I'm like, everybody just keep it casual.
It's more just fun within the group. Again, building that community. So it sounds to me, you guys, like the main focus of this is her being able to have her people in one group. and to give information that way. And most importantly, to create that community and connection. And I really think, like, I love how you said bigger the better, but I do think it's also doable. If you have 5, 8, 10 people in there, as long as you're consistently showing up in that chat, or grab your sidelines and say, okay, all the new customers that we added in November, we're going to start this customer chat together. Come up with a plan, get on a Zoom and decide how you're going to implement this, because I actually think it's really brilliant. It's also really simple. This is not overcomplicated, but I imagine that this would drive retention for sure.
It does. Yeah. And it saves me time and it saves me frustration. Because if
Yeah.
I have to follow up with people one-on-one, most of them ghost me. If
Yeah.
I put them in a chat, they all talk.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Makes sense.
I have a question real quick, Tricia. Do you utilize group challenges like on Facebook? Like we're doing a Cherry Mary challenge for 14 days. Do you do those?
Marianne and Jen Cobb are like amazing at those. I don't even have a team page. I do everything in chats. So, and I don't do project broadcast. Someone asked about that. I don't do that either. How do I handle negative Nancy? I message them on the side. And I also message people on the side that talk too much. Like on Thanksgiving, they were like, hey, here are the pumpkins that I'm carving tonight. I messaged her on the side and I was like, hey, that's not what this chat's about. But it's okay.
Yeah. And if people don't want to leave the chat, like, do you just allow it to keep going and then just start a new chat for newer people? You don't just keep adding the same one, right?
So my September chat is going to be done in because the 90 days are almost up, right? So the September chat, I'm going to say, thank you all for being a part of this. I have a new chat going. If any of you would like to be a part of it, please comment me. Otherwise, this chat is closed. And then 6 people are going to say, they're going to comment me. Then I'm going to add them to my December one.
Got it.
So my brand new one.
Yeah, that makes sense. Awesome. All right. Well, I want to be respectful of your time, but we so appreciate you. And all of you, I want you to reach out to someone on your team and say, you have to listen to this recording. So we're going to get that one. We don't record all these calls, but we did record this one tonight. And so I want you to personally send this to a teammate or two that need to hear it. Okay. All right, Tricia, thank you so much. We so appreciate you. Everybody have a good night.